Hello, welcome to the channel. All's not well with the Gator, so we better investigate, see what the problem is. I'm going to have a go at getting this front diff out. And here's the reason why. That's a drain plug with a magnet on. And that's the oil. Don't know whether it shows up well on that picture, but I think you can see that it's got quite a lot of metal in it. So, investigation needed. Well, I've got the belly plates off the Gator. They're very good at protecting the underneath, but they're also extremely proficient at trapping all the crap in. Right, we're going twos up on the Gator, so she stands no chance. You will come to bits. Where's my hammer? A trusty ball joint splitter. One drive shaft out. Right, now for the big reveal. If I can get this off. I'm presuming this will come off. Oh, that's better. Well. Just a guess, but I would say some of that metal down in there is the missing balls out there. That's definitely past its best. And there we have it. China. Say no more. Now those rollers ain't going to be rolling in the future. Question is, can we rebuild it? Right, I might be way off the mark here, but those rollers are 12mm diameter. And I would have expected a lot more damage if they were made out of really hard steel. I mean, that plastic cage isn't even particularly damaged. There's a couple of little cracks in it, but... And we have a soft alloy casing. I think my guess is they're just made out of shit steel from China. I might be wrong. Apparently a complete new unit is about £2,500, which well, to us guys is quite a lot of money. So I think what we'll do is we'll just get it cleaned up and assess the damage and see what parts are available, if any. Just replace the parts that are damaged, if we can do that. Well, the parts have finally arrived for the front diff on the Gator, so all we've got to do now is try and remember how it goes back together. Wish me luck. I think we'll start by cleaning off the old gasket. Get all that off, scrape it off. And then try and remember what to do to get it back together. Okay, so I've got these surfaces nice and clean. I've got everything clean really. So it's time to start putting the bearings back in, new bearings. I have to say at this point, I've never done this before. I'm not a qualified mechanic or anything. It's all totally new to me. So there's going to be a fair bit of suck it and see, I think, here, and I may need to phone a friend. Right, so I'll try and figure out what bearing goes where and then start reassembling it. Just using the puller here to pull this old bearing off. Shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. Pop the new bearing on. I'll just take that downstairs, I think, put it in the press. That should press on fairly easily. So we're ready to reassemble now. I'll pop that bearing in. Tap that in gently. All the way in. Oops, pop the circlip in to hold it in. Make sure that's seated right. Not quite. That's it. It's all good. Pop the shaft back in. Space it. And circlip on there. Right. This looks good. Right, we've just got to get these little critters back in there. And there's probably a really easy way of doing it. But I haven't learnt it yet. I think we're about to find out. Here goes. It's probably not this way. Number 7. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Now for the other 7. Whether I'm doing right here, but never mind, they're in. Right, get that lined up. Right. Need to check that because I'm not sure whether that's right. Just got to put a bit of light oil in there. Now we know that nothing's going to start off dry when it all goes back together. If it works. So we'll put the new gasket on and pop that cover back on and take it from there. I don't think it'll need any gasket sealer on, it should work. Okay, the surfaces are nice and flat and clean. So that should be okay, don't lose that washer. That seems to fit okay. Pop all the bolts back in now. Time to go back together. And you go up. No.
Yeah. Now I could, if you were willing to hold it for a minute, I could nearly get this bolt in.
That's it.
And then we have to get the breather and the electric to it. But surely we'll be able to manage that.
Well, we're here in the Gator, bogged again, but at least the front wheels are spinning, so the transmission works, and the front diff's mended. Here goes. There's nothing like a fent at the top of the hill, and she might go under her own steam. It is rather wet, mate. Never mind, you would think it would travel on this. Wetter than your average golf course. Well, there we have it. Front diff's back together. The four-wheel drive's working, and we still managed to get bogged. What can I say? It is wet, but these things are just nowhere near as good as a quad bike. Never mind, it keeps the rain off you. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.